hello. I am your host Cyrus of the War Report, joined by Quan. Oh man, I haven't fucked up the intro in a really long time, and I just did it twice. But we're gonna keep it pushing.
It's fine. They know who we are at this point.
It's been a minute, but I'm your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is the show where we talk about NXT and AEW. But what I really want to talk about is, are y'all boys doing y'all part?
No.
Are y'all boys on the ground field helping Super Earth? Y'all boys doing your part, man? Quan, you doing your part?
No, man, I'm not doing my part. Look, last 3 days I've tried to get on the damn game. The server has been full every single day. This
Do
game
you wait or you just turn the game off?
Bro, nigga, I'm not waiting more than how long do you have to wait?
Nigga,
Last time I tried it, I waited like 15 minutes and I was like, all right, I'm off this.
Okay, yeah, they wasn't letting your ass in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I
it?
can't get on the game.
Normally, I would open the game, get put in queue, but then I'd play Marvel Snap until I get in.
I ain't got time for all that.
So I keep myself occupied, but I'm doing my part. And you know what? You're not doing your part. We lost drop near to the damn robots because you motherfucker. One of the planets, nigga. You know what? You wouldn't know because you're really not on that field, brother.
I have about maybe 90 minutes of game time on there so far. I played with Yeedy at like last week, and that was it. I tried to get on with y'all, couldn't get on.
It's okay.
I've been watching streams and YouTube videos and TikToks.
Yeah, I've been watching. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. Make sure I get my game right. I'm level 16 right now. Shout out to
a lot of time. Level 16 already.
Yeah, I've been playing on like the higher difficulties. It's been really fun.
Okay.
I just finished a session with Terry, who's in the Discord, but he don't really be saying shit often. And then the village fool Rob. That boy was throwing grenades and airstrikes, not giving a fuck, boy. With the accuracy of a stormtrooper, but last mission he came through though, so I ain't gonna hate.
Like everybody can't be Jordan. Some people got to be John Paxson. You feel me?
he did enough, bro. We went on that planet. We did all the objectives, all the side objectives. We did everything. We left that.
Gotta do them all.
We left that shit barren, bro. So that shit's all good. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun on Helldrivers. Hopefully a lot of people can play soon. That shit got so crazy where I think like a community manager or like the dev was just like, yo, if you don't got the money right now, do not rush to buy this.
I saw that.
I have space for you niggas. I said, damn.
I read somewhere at no point when Helldivers 1 came out, like the highest gaming was like 7,000. And the Helldivers 2, what, 400?
I don't know what's the deal with like people gravitating towards a sequel, because I remember my homie, this was way back. This is Destiny 1 days. We are waiting for somebody to get online on Destiny, and then they were just like, oh, we're gonna wait a little bit. Hey, you want to play this shit called Helldivers? Is free on PSN. And I was just like, okay, I'll lock in. And it's like the old Grand Theft Auto, how it's like blip view, and then you shoot with the top
down.
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm not fucking with this. No, this is what is it? Because Call of Duty arcade. You remember Call of Duty Black Ops? They had like the zombies, but it was like arcade, the arcade version, where it's like a top-down shooter.
No,
you ever played that one?
I don't think I played that before.
I
was never a big zombies guy when I played Call of Duty.
That was the first. That was the first Black Ops.
Okay.
But yeah, so it was like that. I never really played that mode like that. So when I saw that Helldivers was like that, I said, I got on that shit. We played like one thing, we died. I said, this shit whack, bro. I'm about to go to Crucible, bro. I'm back on Destiny, bro. But nah, this one is really good.
I think
it's night and day between between this one and the first one in success and gameplay.
You know what I think about like with Helldivers? It's one of those like Among Us situations where I think we were just looking for something different. It's been a long time.
Yes.
That I can think of a game like this. I mean, it's basically like like a horde mode of a video game, but like just the concept of it, just the community
Yeah.
aspect of it, is something we haven't seen in a long time, and I think gaming's been missing it. Also, it being $40 is also very nice too.
Yes,
It's
a lot of games like this are going to be like insanely popular. And then I think it's like I think that the success of Helldivers should really like put the like fire to like some people's asses when like whenever I see like a big game company making like really poor decisions with like micro transactions and all that shit. I'm just like,
yeah,
oh, that's like I always go, it's a gamer thing. I don't really know, but it's just like, oh, it's investors really like pitching for that. Like they really want like that short-term money, not that long-term money,
yeah,
you know? And I think that Helldivers with this, they should be looking at like you because there's microtransactions in this shit, but it's very minimal. And then like the stuff that you buy with money isn't like crazy. Like you could
yeah,
probably get like some like better armor, but like it's not better than what you can get at level 1,
yeah.
or like level like 5 or whatever. Um, And then what is it? I just seen Star Wars, the classic Star Wars Battlefront is getting ported to
Yeah.
this generate.
Is
And I'm
it
just
is it
like,
ported or remastered?
it's ported, it's a port.
Okay.
Which is love it. I love the two original Battlefronts. And I don't see that game having microtransactions, because like what the fuck are you gonna buy? Um
Is it still EA?
I'm not sure if it's still it might be shit. I don't know. But like
Damn, EA
it's
level
it's
microtransactions. Tell you that much.
It's going to be the two original games, new maps, some new playable Jedi's or Sith or whatever, hero characters, and then like it's gonna be online multiplayer. And like I bought what is it? I bought the classic Star I bought both of them classic on Steam.
Mm.
Um but I
They were
hope
fun
that
games. I really enjoyed
oh
those back in the day.
dog,
So much fun.
fantastic. So like I it felt like a multiplayer game, even if you're playing with like it just feels great. I love the classic Battlefront games. Um, so I think like a lot of companies right now should be looking at like Helldivers and being like, we don't really have to do that much to satisfy the people. So good luck with that to every other studio. I think like not to be like Sony fanboy, but Sony's been killing it for a while now. It's wide known that I don't really like Nintendo like that. Xbox, just embarrassing.
Oh,
The way that they're
I do have to
operating right now.
apologize for Xbox because you know what? I'm ready to RIP them last week.
That's
I
that
take it back.
shit. What is there to what is bringing them back from the dead?
I'm not. They're not dead yet. All right. I don't
Oh,
want to
they're
kill
not
them.
dead
I
yet.
don't want to kill them. I don't want to kill them early.
Hey man,
I want to take back my words.
Quan, I'm telling you right now, it is not looking good for them niggas.
Oh no, I agree.
That shit's bad.
it's on life support. I'm just saying they ain't dead yet. They can come back.
When
You know what I mean? So
what
okay,
is
man.
it? They just put like 4 games on PlayStation, which like they're not like I guess like whatever. Well, they do own the studio or whatever, but like they're not like their major IPs like Halo and all that shit. But what is it? It's like Hi-Fi Rush and like 3 other games. Oh, Grounded is a good. I will say though, Grounded is good. It's a good little Minecraft Honey I Shrunk the Kids type shit. It's really fun. I will say that. But Hi-Fi Rush, no, I think there's already like I think there's a lot of character action games that you could play instead and get a lot more bang for your buck. Um, and then they dropped like 2 other. I don't know what the fuck they were, but like, nah, I'm putting a coffin on Xbox. Uh, I've been calling them niggas dead for a minute. Um, the Helldivers is really good. I hope this sets a precedence for a lot of uh devs to do their own thing. And then Final Fantasy remake or Rebirth is coming out next week, so that's gonna be great. And I'm gonna go see the Final Fantasy movie in 4K tomorrow.
Hey.
So I'm looking forward to that. And you saw a movie as well, and I wanted to get your thoughts on Oppenheimer.
Ugh. Okay. So I gotta preface this by my movie viewing habits. I don't
Uh-huh.
watch a lot of movies. I'm not a big movie person.
That's fine. That's fine.
But I'm giving you the reason why now. I can only really pay attention to a movie if I'm watching it in theater. If I'm watching something at home,
Yeah, because you paid a lot of money to do so, I feel.
yeah, and plus there's no other distractions. When I'm at home, I have way too many distractions. I'm going to look at my phone. I'm going to do
Hmm.
this. I'm going to do that. Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up and go to get water or whatever. So it's a lot harder for me to watch movies at home, especially a movie like Oppenheimer, where I just think one is long, it's 3 hours. I understand why it was 3 hours. I don't think it needed to be 3 hours, if that makes sense.
Did you were you about to say you dozed off?
No. I watched the
Uh
whole thing. I watched it straight up.
okay, because
So
I when I went to go see it in theaters, I did doze off. I think I dozed off for the first 15.
it might be too
Um
comfy in there. It might have been the seats was too comfy. I get
yeah,
it.
the seats was fire. But what is it? I'm not even sure if it was like 15 minutes, but like I was asleep and I woke up when the guy was like trying to get him to like make the bomb, like to do the thing, like giving him the pitch to like make it.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. That might have been like 5 minutes. Like I remember seeing Einstein passed out, and then Oppenheimer was getting the pitch to like, hey man, come make this
Don't
crazy
fuck
shit with
with
it. What?
Don't fuck with me. I got this idea.
We can't let these commie niggas win, man. Fuck with me. Um, but keep going, keep going.
So yeah, I want to get to the positive things first. Actually, I really don't have many negative things besides
Yeah, I'm just like,
I'll just get there. I thought the shots were incredible. I think there were some really good shots in there.
mm-hmm.
Of course, the acting was top notch. I think.
Oh yeah.
You know who was really good?
Hmm.
I wish I remember the character he played, but he played. I don't know if you watch Winning Time, but he played Jerry West on Winning Time. The dude who the in the courtroom that going against Robert Downey Jr. I'm not yeah, Robert Downey Jr. I don't remember the character's names. I gotta
Uh,
be honest.
uh,
The dude who was
damn.
trying to get him up out of there. I forgot his
Oh,
name, but he was fantastic. Let me look it
yeah.
up. I want to give this man his proper credit.
No, I know which character you're talking about. I don't remember the name either. Dog, all I knew
Um,
was Robbie Downey Jr. and fucking Josh Peck was in the movie. And I think Jonah Hill was in it. I was like, huh?
yeah, Jason Clark, who played Roger Rob, General Rob or whatever. He was fantastic. I thought Robert Downey Jr. I'm not really super familiar with Robert Downey Jr. outside of like Iron Man, but I feel like him playing Lewis Strauss, it was just Robert Downey Jr. Like did like it
Yes.
same mannerisms as Iron Man, talk just
Yeah.
like Iron Man. Like
I
this is Tony Stark.
yeah. No, I think I don't know. I think Robbie Downey Jr. can play other characters, but like if you play a certain character for 8 years, like that sticks with people, you know?
Yeah, just like his
Like people only
mannerisms,
want to see Hugh Jackman as
Wolverine.
like I don't know any other movies he's in. And then you are right. Jason Clark, he is actually my favorite character in
He was
Oppenheimer.
great.
Yeah,
Um,
he was for sure acting his ass off.
I thought Florence Pugh in the scenes she did have it wasn't too many, but I thought she did a really good
Hey,
job.
but that one scene though,
You feel me?
I said I didn't get the hype until I saw that. But speaking of Oppenheimer's mistress, right?
hmm
So I was talking to when it came out, I was talking to Justin with about the movie, and he was just like, you know, Oppenheimer, like they had her play her, but like Oppenheimer wasn't really getting like bad bitches. You feel me?
Nah, Shorty Florence Pugh played was not cute.
Yeah, right. I think I might have said it when I first went to go see Oppenheimer, and like J5
I,
like took me out of
I
it
think
when he
Jay
told me
Fine
that
put it in the
shit.
Discord. I think he put it in the
Yeah,
Discord a picture of her.
dog, that shit is crazy, bruh. The movie had you thinking that Oppenheimer was player, bruh.
You know what
This
I mean?
nigga's dog. Is that the baddest bitch that they had at that time, bruh? Dog. Shout out to BBL, bruh, because that shit is crazy,
I mean, he couldn't resist
dog.
the
I'm
communist
telling
coochie. You feel me?
you, you know when niggas say like, oh, like we could never go back in time. I would never go
That wouldn't
back
do
in
it for you.
time. I would never go back in time and have to deal with shit like that, bro. I know a lot of niggas be like, "Oh man, these bitches fake, lip fillers, blah blah." Nigga, did you see what was making our grandfathers going crazy,
Hold on,
bro?
they had some bad. You ever see that old picture of Dolly Parton?
But how many Dolly Partons was out there, or
I don't
like in the
know. I don't think
world?
they had out there. I'm sure they had some joints back in the what was it, the 40s? I mean,
Dog, there's we're sidetracking, but like there's like rare breed, bro. Like you have like your supermodel type. You got like
I'm
Pam
sure there
Grier,
was.
Dolly Parton. Uh,
That wasn't
oh
even the 40s. That
man,
was like the 70s. It doesn't matter. I
yeah.
know what you mean, though.
I was about to get disrespectful, but like man, I'm gonna say it, bro.
Oh,
If
don't
the kid
please.
was having our community going crazy,
Oh
bro.
no, Earth the Kid, don't do that. Don't do
Come
that.
on, son.
Don't do that.
I'm not going crazy for Earth the Kid. I'm sorry.
Don't do
I
that.
and I'll preface this by saying like I'm definitely like overexposed to the internet. You feel me? So
Yeah,
like
you are.
I've seen a lot of bad. In 3 swipes I can see a lot. But Earth the Kid, I'm not going crazy for it, bro. I cannot go back in time, bro. Send me forward, and I pray there's alien bitches, bro. Um,
Anyway, Cillian Murphy was fantastic in the lead role. I thought his acting was great. I also was somebody I was not familiar with. I
oh,
know he's in Peaky Blinders.
I don't
I
watch
never
that,
watched it.
but it I never heard of Peaky Blinders, but when I heard he was a part of it, and I did I enjoyed Oppenheimer a lot, so I was just like I will check it out if like if it ever like really interests me. Um, Also I think Oppenheimer is a fool, bruh. I think that boy really a fool.
He's fooling, all right.
Um, how? All right, two things. How you gonna make that bomb and then be like, wait, y'all niggas gonna use it?
That was one of my things too. I would just kind of like, and then they try to make him like out to be the sympathetic character after the fact. Like, bro, I don't feel
Like,
bad for him.
I definitely don't feel bad for him, and I don't really think that the movie was trying to make him like sympathetic. I just think that like, well, I guess they just be like, oh,
They
he
were
was like
looking for
tricked.
sympathy,
I don't know. I
but how
just
could you be? How would
sorry,
did
so
you
sorry,
not
sorry, sorry.
like? Did you not think they weren't
I
gonna use it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't feel sympathy for me. I just felt like this dude is like naive and kind of stupid. Like, well, like not stupid, but like he's a little naive even as like a theorist or like whatever. Like if somebody else like as smart as him and then he was like still just like outplayed by like fucking Truman grimy ass. I was just like, "Are you serious? You're supposed to be smart. You think these niggas was going to use it? They was just going to make the bomb and not see how it worked for themselves?" You dumb as hell. And then also him fucking with the communist shawties and being like, well, what the problem though? Nigga, what? What you mean?
What you mean? Yeah, he was like, I mean, we can keep these things separate. I'm like, no, you can't, bro. This is life or death.
I'm saying these are the scariest people to the American population right now. You can't even you can't even be in the same room with them niggas, bruh. And then you was with them behind closed doors, beating it down. And you want to believe and you want to convince these niggas that you're not pillow talking American secrets? And you know what? He might be
He wasn't
innocent
moving.
because
He
this
wasn't
shit.
smooth moving right. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
he was moving crazy.
Moving crazy.
But the movie was really cool. Shout out
Oh,
to Dom
before
as oh, go ahead.
oh, go
Sorry.
ahead. No, I was gonna say the reason I was gonna finish my initial thought before you go any
I'm
further.
so sorry.
No, it's fine because we're on a whole different thing. But after hour two, once they showed the explosion,
Oh man.
that was when I was like, okay, I'm kind of like that's all I really kind of wanted to see. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
well
Like
when
after the fact,
when them niggas said they didn't use no CGI for it, so I was just like, huh, how y'all niggas gonna do that? Y'all really laid that bitch off?
I just imagine them like in our field with like nothing in it, like 1,000 miles away, and just let it off.
Yeah.
But no, I thought the explosion. I thought the shots were great. Everything was cool. But then after
Yeah.
that, I was like, okay. I mean, yeah. And then like we know what goes from there. Like obviously, he didn't go to jail.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, nothing really happened. I mean, things of consequence happened, but like not
Yeah.
directly to him, I guess. Anything major at least. And then that was just kind of it. I thought the ending was really well done. I like the kind of the
Yeah.
like you see how they treated you see how they treated your mentor. Now they're gonna do you just like that. How you just changed
Yeah.
everything. But yeah, I thought it was a good movie. They could have cut like a half hour out of that. I got it.
Um,
It didn't need to be.
I don't know. Because I still enjoyed it a little bit. Maybe they could have cut out a little bit of the beginning. Like him trying to poison his teacher or whatever.
Yeah, what that? The fuck?
That
I was
honestly,
like,
if I had to
damn. All right.
if I had to take anything out, I'd probably take out like most of like the adolescent years. Um,
She said spoiler alert on all this.
Nigga, if
Just
you ain't
kidding.
seen it, it's been
Bro,
like 7 months.
it just got on Peacock the other day.
Well, okay. You niggas got some niggas got tomorrow, and then some niggas got 2 days. So that is your spoiler warning. Um, what is it? I like the ending a lot. And then shout out to Dom, who's in our Discord, the armchair on tour. Um, the ending kind of like went over my head a little bit when Robert Downey Jr.'s character was just like, "Oh, you niggas was talking about me." Uh, uh, Einstein walked past me and he didn't even look at me, bro. What the fuck? And he was just like, "Nigga, we wasn't even talking about you, bruh."
What you
Like,
do? Talking
yeah.
about it.
So the ego to like destroy this man's like whole life and career over an assumption is kind of nuts. But that's how the game is played. But yeah, Oppenheimer was really cool. Um,
I got some exciting personal news.
oh yeah, let the people know, man.
Come on, man. I'm back on the road. They thought they could hold me back. I had to let Alicia go. I got a new shorty now. I'm back on the road. Um, it's very, you know, what's crazy. It's very nice. Like it's such a freeing feeling knowing you have like a reliable transportation again. Like I've been driving on this old ass car for so long, so to get a new car, it's just like, man,
Yeah,
I feel better. Like
you ain't got to tell people what whip it is, but you posted a picture in the Discord and nice whip, nice wheels.
you know what I mean? Not bad. It's not bad.
Could fit a lot of holes. I mean, that shit
Wow,
hard.
wow, yeah, no, that's dry handles really good. It's very very fast. Um,
All right, slow down, brother.
I'm slowing down. Trust me. But yeah, no, and just like I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. No, it's just really nice to be able to drive it. I've been looking for excuses to drive. Like I haven't been. I hate driving. I have been looking for any excuse to leave the house and drive that fucking car. Um. So yeah, I'm having a good time. I just want to tell everybody that I am back on the road. I've been off. I've been I've been carless since Christmas, so it took 2 months, but we're here.
All right, that's fire ass fire. And by request in the
Oh boy.
Discord, this is for Duggar. Uh, hopefully you're not timed out for a week so you could comment on this topic. He asked for my top 10 museums. Since I study museums and I work in one. Um, I can't really give you a top 10, but I'll tell you my favorites and then just one extra thing. Um, the Getty in LA is my favorite, one of my favorite museums for sure. The Tate Modern in London is another one of my favorites. The Institute of Chicago is really nice as well. In Miami, I'm not sure. Pam is nice. The Perez Art Museum is nice. Like it's like in front of a beachfront, so I think that's cool. I don't think I got 10 for you. One of the museums that I do think that is very overrated is the Broad Museum in Los Angeles. When I went there, I didn't see anything really new. They just have they have the usual big names, Roy Lichtenstein, Yoi Kusama, Andy Warhol, shit like that. So I didn't really see like any new niggas in there or any shit. I don't recall seeing any black artists in there. Um, and it's a big ass building that has like not a lot in it. Um, that's all. And then just something that was said in my museum class is I like museums that have dark walls. I hate museum with white walls, and that's about it. That's all I got. I don't got much more.
Love that.
Oh shit.
I haven't been to a museum in so long.
Hey man,
It's
go
been
drive the one.
I could drive to one. I think I took my daughter to like what the hell? We were in DC. Actually, I'm lying. I went last year. Went to go. We were in DC and we
Damn,
stopped at
you haven't been in a museum in like a year? Shit.
bro. Before that, I hadn't been one in like 10 years.
Oh
But
shit.
we went to one in DC. It was I forgot. I don't even remember what the hell it was about. We were just out in DC and we wanted to go do something. But it
Okay.
was
Hey man,
yeah.
challenge for everybody listening to this, you know. We had
There's no real
some
big museum where I'm at.
I mean, I think that honestly, I do think that's a little bit better. You have a little more of an intimate like scene. You could possibly get like more local artists and like people fishing for like big names and stuff like that. Um, but challenge for all y'all boys, man. You know, we had somebody in the Discord that was going through a little mental things, and they were asking how we like handle that. I like to go to museums and to like get out of that rut, and then to have a little to get out of that rut, and then just that shit's not all bad. I challenge all your niggas, go to a museum and talk to at least one employee about that artwork or artwork that you like in that bitch. That's probably some of the best times. Or like that definitely boosts my museum experience when I'm like out there. Um, I think it was the Los Angeles Contemporary Art Museum, Museum of Contemporary Art, whatever, LACMA. I passed by some shit and I just started staring, and an employee was just like, "Hey, you really fucking with this, huh?" And then we just talked for like 5 minutes. And that was nice and refreshing. So um y'all go ahead and do that. You want to talk about wrestling news now?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right. Let's get into these trenches, man. I've been in the trenches all week, but you feel me? Some niggas ain't doing their part.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right, so AEW hires Jennifer Pepperman
Pepperman.
as a VP of content.
I believe that's what the title was. I have let me read the exact press release so I make sure I got it right. February 24th, 2024. Memo from AEW. AEW CEO and head of creative Tony Khan announced that the award-winning director and producer Jennifer Pepperman has joined AEW today as Vice President Content Development. A professionally wrestling producer and senior writer since 2017, Pepperman was a prolific director and executive producer of a renowned soap operas, including As the World Turns, One Life to Live, and After Forever. Pepperman has 3 daytime Emmys for best directing across her career, bringing decades of experience in production and directing to AEW. Then there's some other stuff talking about she could be writing for all the shows. And yeah, former WWE employee. I believe she left earlier the year last year. Um, yeah, I think with a lot of discussion on kind of AEW booking and storytelling this week. Um, Interesting hire. I think this is smart for him to delegate some more of the storyline writing um with somebody who's done this before, has been doing this for a few years now. Um, I'm not super familiar with Peppermint. I asked on Twitter. It seemed like Twitter has a better idea who Peppermint is. She
Oh yeah,
has
they
worked.
know.
We do know she did work with Bailey and Sasha or Mercedes Monet during her WWE tenure. I do think it's
Yeah,
interesting that
I
she's
I
coming in right
believe.
around the time when Mercedes
Yeah,
Monet is also coming in.
y'all
Interesting. I mean,
could yeah
hey,
y'all could put two and two together, and then I believe that she wrote the Golden Role Model
yeah,
um
that
thing.
what was told to me in my mentions like 6 times.
Okay. Um, so they did that, and then Mercedes is getting their own Brian Gewarts to like work with them. So when this news got announced, I was just like, oh, it's whatever. They hired somebody new. Doesn't you know? There's a lot of people in AEW that have a lot of experience in what they do, and the product is still what it is. So, and I don't think that Mercedes Monet getting their own booker, like personal booker.
We don't know that for sure. That is her
Come
personal
on, son.
booker. I'm just
Come on,
saying
son.
they work together. I don't know the deal is.
I think y'all folks could put two and two together. Um, so we're gonna see how that works and how interesting that gets. But then also, Twitter was going, oh, this is gonna be a really great hire. This is good, yada yada. And then Pepperman is um implied to be one of the kind of
Not no,
racial.
it was not implied. It was straight up said in the lawsuit. Her name
Okay.
was directly in there. It's not like this is a
Oh, it
Triple
was
H
she was
instant.
named?
Yeah, she was named in the. She was her name was in the lawsuit, alleging
Okay.
that she was very rude and not very helpful and very abrasive towards her black coworkers. I mean that's straight up in the lawsuit. So
Hey, straight up said to be one of those people, and people are just like, "Hey, man," but hey,
but
niggas like what the niggas will like what they like.
my my thing with all that was like, hey, people are saying, "Oh, this is a great hire." I'm like, do we like what do we know? Like, we don't know who writes every individual fucking storyline in WWE. She could have been
Yeah,
putting out a lot of bullshit y'all didn't like. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
and
that could have been.
also, guess what? The golden role model thing. Looking back, not that great.
I don't really. I can't
It's
speak
a
on. I
it.
really don't remember.
It's another Sasha storyline that cuts Bailey at the knees. Oh, and then, oh shit! Guess who's gonna be Bailey now? It's just gonna be Tony Storm.
Oh,
Get
sky
ready,
blue, whatever. I don't
get
know.
ready to learn in color, brother. That shit
I
over.
I think in the end all be all. I mean, it's still Tony Khan's vision, so nothing gonna change until he makes up his mind that he wants to change it.
Yeah.
As far as any kind of booking or storylines or whatever, because like you said, there are people in there in that company who already have experience and have been doing this for decades, and it's still
We're still here.
not this to the standard
Like
we're looking for as far as a wrestling show.
they've hired what is it, former WWE like producer, seamstress, um shit, agents. There's a lot of like, and we still got here. So people are saying this is a great hire, but I don't think Pepperman is gonna like really turn this company around as much people like really think. All I feel like all it does confirm is that she's coming. And then I still think it's weird that they just won't say that she's coming, because I looked at the tickets for the show for that Boston on WrestleTix. I was posted in the Discord. I didn't seek it out, but not looking good.
Yeah, about 6K. I can see maybe hitting 8 by then
Like,
if they would announce it. I think
if you just say it, and you know what, the silence of the wrestling publications on about Mercedes Moné signing is deafening.
what do
Like
you mean? I mean,
it's the
Star Wars Step already announced it.
it's like the quietest secret. So it's just like, I mean, the loudest secret ever. So just say it.
I would say just say it, but I mean this is what AEW likes to do. I guess I don't know. I mean, I can see them still getting some more tickets if they name like if they do start to announce Bianca. I'm almost calling it Bianca. If they do start to
The
announce
superior.
Mercedes, maybe next week or say, or maybe at Revolution they say it or whatever, and then might sell some more tickets. We'll see. It should be interesting. I remember when they went to Boston before. I think they did like 10. You know what I mean? So that kind of sucks.
And they were
But
they
then
were, they were hoping Mercedes was coming then too.
they were just sure were. um. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if there's any difference with Pepperman being there. I believe she was at the show tonight. I'm assuming she probably wasn't involved in any writing process, but if the product changes at all in the coming months, we'll take note of it. We'll come back to this. Let's put it on the docket. Pepperman
Pepperman watch? No,
progress
I'm not
report.
doing that,
Proper
bro.
Pepperman progress report. You know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna give all of creative their fucking lashings all at once. Like Mom and Futurama. Y'all get the slap at one time. Um, Injury report. Julia Hart is out. Wheeler Yuta is out. Nikita Lyons is out, and Idris Enofe is out. Um, that's unfortunate. And
Dire
then
times,
what is
man.
it? Shotzi Blackheart is out.
Shotzi
Which we
Blackheart is
know.
out.
Um, Shit, tonight Madison Rain was almost out.
Oh no, she damn near died. She was really about to be out for a long time.
Yeah,
Not moving the way she landed. Yeah, I feel the worst for what's Shorty's name?
Julia Hart.
Nikita. Not
Uh,
Nikita. Not I mean, Julia sucks too because she had the championship, but I don't think hers is too serious. I think she should be back soon.
okay.
Nikita, I mean, she just got back and didn't even get to like settle back into her role on
Yes.
whatever going to be on NXT just to be out.
Yeah, same shit
Um,
happened to Cora Jade too.
yeah, just
And I feel like that shit has
it hurts
deadly
their momentum.
derailed
Yeah.
NXT.
It not only is it helping, it hurts the storylines and everything, but also it just hurts those wrestlers' development, especially in Nikita's case, where she's still fairly fresh at this. Coralie's got a little experience to her, you know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
Nikita, she's gonna get lapped again by another class now of girls.
Win Sinclair in this bitch.
Red Sinclair is in here, you know what I mean? Shorty in the Brown, whatever her name, who with
I think it was
Casey
Jasmine
Jane,
Nix.
Jasmine Nix, crazy porn star name. They didn't even. That's nuts. That's a straight up stripper name. Um, yeah, it's unfortunate.
What's the stripper part? The fact that it's spelled with a Y or just a
I
Nix
don't know.
part?
It's too sexy sounding of a name. I think any name with like a Y and an X in it, especially if you have an X in your name, wild
When there
sexy.
should be a Y? I
Yeah,
mean, when it should
wild.
be an I?
Yeah, wild sexy. Um,
Stupidest name
Minx
on
is her
earth.
name.
Nix.
Nix. Yeah, that's bad sexy. I don't know. That
No,
definitely a
bro.
stripper name. Jasmine Nix. You know a stripper named Jasmine. You
I don't
know a
think
stripper named Jasmine.
I don't think
Absolutely.
I do. I
The
don't
the
think I
one the
do.
one time I went to the strip club ever, I believe the girl name was Jasmine. I could be wrong. I might have made that up.
Oh, absolutely did.
I'm
But
gonna
that's okay.
I'm gonna pretend her name was Jasmine. Um,
But yeah,
what
no,
were we talking about? Yeah.
Nikita getting lapped by everybody due to this injury again, and I feel like another example of it, and we haven't seen her in a very long time. Wendy Chu, she got injured. Dog, we've seen damn near three classes of women.
What happened? What happened to her? Why has she been? I feel like she's been out for like a year and a half, bro. When's the last time she wrestled?
It
I'm
feels
gonna
like
check,
It feels like damn
bro.
near
It
two
feels
years
like
now.
I have not seen
Um,
this woman wrestle in so long.
we had so many fun ideas, fantasy booked for Wendy Chu. Reuniting her and Tiffany's feud. Um, for the women's Dusty Cup, them possibly coming together. Just all sorts of fun stuff. And then it just feels like,
Her last match was in May.
May 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this just sucks, bro. The injury shit is crazy. Um,
Everybody, yeah, the injury bug is kind of scary. It has me concerned for like Mania. I know people are like, why isn't Cody and Seth wrestling at
Elimination
Elimination Chamber?
Chamber.
They don't need to be wrestling no more for till WrestleMania, to be honest with you.
Well, they don't need to wrestle on that pay-per-view at all because I think they all have their path to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But that hasn't stopped like No Way Out before.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
I'm not No Way Out, Elimination Chamber or
Elimination
whatever.
Chamber, yeah. I'm just saying they don't really need to be on this because I think their roads are very much clear, even though we don't know who Seth is going to wrestle, but he is firmly on Cody's side alongside this shit. So like he has a match on the card. I feel like this show is really for niggas that are trying to like get on the card. Like niggas that are already on it don't need to be on this. You feel me?
I feel you.
Um, but yeah, man, that sucks that the injury bug is going around. I can tell you right now, I don't care about Willie Yuta, bro. Rest up, brother.
Want to talk about El Hijo del Ice Cube? I saw somebody tweet that today, and I thought that was really funny.
Del Ice Cube is crazy.
I saw somebody tweet that
No,
was really funny.
I'm sorry.
Um,
Wait, hold on. There's this tweet that went out, bruh. And why I don't know. It might be wild problematic. That shit is funny as hell. When somebody said, "Oh man, I hated that Rock promo or whatever," and nigga said, "If his name was Dwayne Yamamoto, you would have fought with it."
dog, I
Dog,
saw that. That was so
that
funny.
nigga cooked.
That was so funny. That was a good one. I
Dog,
love
cooked
I
his
love a good
ass.
wrestling
You
tweet.
see, niggas will like this nigga if he was LD Ice Cube. Um, I
Oh
I
man,
don't really want to talk about this a lot, but I will
nothing
just
too
say,
heavy.
yeah, I'll just say
I
brief thoughts about it. I just think that like,
so I'm gonna be perfectly clear. I didn't watch O'Shea's interview with Chris Van Vliet.
no, I don't plan on to.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch. I only watched the one clip of him kind of. I saw it on TikTok actually of
Mhm.
him kind of talking about something we've talked about a gajillion times on this podcast.
Yeah,
And kind of just like there's no real like they don't do a good job of kind of explaining who people are and why we should care about them.
yeah,
And then there's been this back and forth argument with one side saying, "Oh, one side saying it's the promoter's job to promote the fighters and give
yes,
us a reason to care," and the other side is saying, "Are you guys idiots? Like you can just go look the stuff up. You know what I mean? If you really want to know that bad who so and so is." So
hmm
there's two. It's just the two sides going at it,
and I hate
and I
it.
just and I think it's just a interesting because if you do it the other way, then you're doing it the WWE way, which they don't want. Which is also funny because they were excited because they just signed a WWE writer. So I don't know like what that means,
You can't win with these niggas, man.
but like I just thought it was such an interesting combo, and like he got a lot of heat
Hmm
online from from a lot of the fans, just like, oh, you're just being a WWE homer, and like we don't want it that way. Like it's not that hard to just go like look it up. So I think the combo is more deeper than just O'Shea. He just a guy who just like really likes
Yeah,
WWE, who just so
it's
happens to be like mildly famous.
yeah. I think, in the wrestling space, like I definitely think that like he definitely does like poke the bear, like, um,
Yeah, I don't follow him, but he seems like he does. He likes to
yeah, it's just like
fuck with
you
AEW fans a lot.
like we like you and I like we are not big followings or like whatever, but like we know when to talk about it and when not to, and like what to talk about and what not to, like when we're on that space, because it's gonna get the same reaction every time. So it's just like, why even have that? Like, why even like do that? Like, what is it? We'll talk about Tony Khan's like tweet in a minute. To replying to him, but I replied to that, and then I mentioned, how AEW does fail at doing that, and then a known name on Twitter that I see dick ride AEW a lot. I did not give that nigga a time of day. I said, if this like um he said like they don't have to do video packages because Excalibur does it on commentary, and that should like that's enough. If it was enough, people will still not have this complaint.
But
And then I
people think this complaint is in bad faith, and that it's not really true. That's
yeah,
the problem.
but
You
the thing
can't
is
criticize
like they
AEW.
they do it right, but it's poorly done because it's fucking Excalibur saying it being a millie mouth motherfucker and just saying it like, fast as fuck. And then
During the finish
honestly,
of a match.
yeah, and then sometimes it doesn't even fucking matter because he's just saying a whole bunch of words. There's people that are visual learners, or it would just be clearer if it was just a visual shit. Like they had the video package of Orange Cassidy going to fucking London, showing up to Rev Pro and all that shit. Why couldn't you do that for any of the CMLL guys that came last week? Because I thought they were pretty fucking cool.
Or even better, Brian Daniels is supposed to wrestle Jun Akiyama this week on Saturday on Collision. They could
Not
have
to
put
see
a
the
video on Dynamite today. They didn't even
yeah.
mention it.
Now they're just gonna have Nigel McGuinness going. This nigga's a legend.
And in the crazy part about the Jun Akiyama part is there's actually a story there because that's Eddie Kingston's favorite wrestler. You know what I mean? So like
And that
you
and
could have
that's
made a
gonna get
whole story out of that, and now it's just going to
and
be a regular old match, and people aren't going to watch it because you didn't
that's
even give us a reason to like give a
yeah.
fuck about Jun Akiyama. All we know is for the casual fan or whatever, if you want to use that word, Jun Akiyama is just some old Japanese dude. You know what I mean? Like we don't know the significance of this. I do
Yeah.
because I'm aware of who Jun Akiyama is, but
Yeah.
like a
And you
lot
know
of
what?
fans, it can be like, why do
I
I care
I
about this dude?
I
Just
know
because he's
him
rapping
off
cool?
just I know him just off name alone, right?
Yeah,
Put a video package. I would like to see more.
yeah.
Like
Like we know this guy's important, but tell us why.
like shout out to the people in the screening room. When people in the Discord, we have the channel where we post like, the matches and shit like that. Sometimes it is nice when, somebody goes, "Oh, who is this?" And then, we get like three indie match links and they're wrestling like other, AEW talent and like Evolve or like some indie or whatever. That's cool. I just asked who this motherfucker is. I don't want to watch a 15-minute match to know who they are because I just watched one. Like I do like when y'all do, but like when I say I want to know who this person is, I don't mean just send me a whole bunch of match links, like who is this motherfucker? What is the story? Why are they here? Like I like what is it? They just signed Queen Aminata. I would love to see more. I would love to know more about her.
She did actually. You know what's crazy? She did actually have
She
a
had her
little
first she
sit
had her
down
first
over there.
win last week.
Yeah, but she had a little sit down thing with Renee Paquette. But I don't either it was for Ring of Honor or it was totally online. But yeah, that would have been cool to have that on, or like even like a truncated version of it on the show. Maybe they'll do it on Saturday.
Like
I don't know, but
like you already recorded it for the fucking like YouTube or whatever, just put it on TV. Put a condensed version on TV. Like whoever the video editor is over there really lacks the job.
I
All you
don't
had
gotta
to
do
do
too
was make
much.
the yeah. All you did was what is it? The Fuse shit, the Orange Cassidy shit, this week, and then that's it. And then what is it? The occasional turn on the black and white filter whenever Tony Storm's out there, but I feel like that's mostly production.
Yeah, it's just it's a combo we had a million times. Um, I don't think he's wrong. I don't think O'Shea is wrong in what he said.
Yeah,
I'm on this. I'm Team O'Shea on that one. But you know what's crazy? If I was O'Shea Jackson, I
I
would
would
not
not.
be
You would not
tweeting.
be talking about wrestling.
I would not
Yeah,
talk about no dare wrestling with y'all, bro. I'm Ice
I'd be
Cube's
at the
son.
show.
I'm Ice Cube's son, bro. What do I
Yeah,
talk like?
if I'm Ice Cube's son, I'm sitting next
This
to
is not what
Trini
I'm.
Man every
Yeah,
Raw and
I'm
SmackDown,
chilling.
bro.
I'm not going to talk to Chris Van Vliet. Why Chris Van Vliet interview? What even is all of this? I don't understand.
Yeah, the interview is weird. I don't know.
What's going on with Chris Van
That's
Vliet, bro?
that's when it started feeling like, clout chasery to me, where it's just like, okay, now you're doing interviews for like just to say shit people's been saying for like years
Yeah,
now.
just to stir up
Um,
Twitter interaction because you knew what was gonna happen when you said that
yeah.
on that damn
Okay.
interview.
And then the part with Tony Khan,
Oh yeah,
he
Tony, I forgot he responded
yeah,
because of course he did.
he asked O'Shea and goes, "You might enjoy checking out a new experience, plus the entire world of international graps out there. I think learning about them is fun. All wrestling is awesome. I hope you enjoy whatever you like. Plus, and I don't know why he doesn't just say and or use like the ampersand or whatever. He just says plus, um, or he just uses the plus sign. Maybe someday you'll be interested in the wider circles. My thing is okay. The part that pissed me off is that I think learning about them is fun. Learning about international talent is fun, right? Why don't you teach
Mm-hmm.
us?
It's really that easy.
Whole argument, whole tweet goes down the toilet once you ask that question. If learning is so fun, why don't you let us learn with you? Like you can't just have Excalibur on the commentary just saying a whole bunch of fucking letters and being like, yeah, that's enough. If learning is so fun, then teach us. You had a whole bunch like what is it? A few years ago, you had a whole bunch of GCW talent coming by and shit. I learned nothing from that besides you guys are fucking stupid. You have what is it? You have these AAA guys, you have these CMLL guys come through. I don't know shit about these motherfuckers. Except that what I do learn is that I know what Lucha promotion I'm fucking with. If I had the off chance of seeing it. Um but like yeah, it's just like if learning is fun, teach nigga. You got the resources? Put that video editor to use. That's all I got on this.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Uh, let's talk about
You talking about
AEW.
Let's talk about AEW.
Uh, lackluster episode. With I feel very little that's gonna like impact like the pay-per-view, but that's fine.
Yeah, we still got a little time for the pay per view. How
Yeah,
many
so
how many matches do they have now? Let me go check.
you're gonna blink and there's gonna be 19. Um,
Well,
okay, our
they
main
got 7 already. Um,
honestly, they should just stop there.
yeah, right.
Just stop there, bro. Okay. We have Samoa Joe, Swerve, and Cage. They defeat Rob Van Dam, Page, and Hook. Um, now I know you said that they did like a soft face turn with Swerve and Heyman Page, but then they have Page on the face team here. I don't think they're fully committed to the heel turn just yet.
I do
Um,
because he was definitely working heel the match. Like the whole his whole
yeah,
purpose was to
right.
take out Swerve, so he was still.
But like they're still like evaluating his face card. Like they put it to the light, seeing if see if there's a reflection and shit. Because he's definitely a fucking heel.
Yeah, he's definitely
Um,
healing at this point. I thought the match was honestly the match was pretty decent. RVD RVD confuses me because some weeks he be looking pretty good out there, and some weeks I'm like, ugh. And this week was a week. I
yeah,
don't know, man.
he definitely phoning it in. Like it's and I have no
I,
like
I
I
thought
have
his
no
frog
problem with
splash was a
that.
little weak looking. He tried to do his move over the rope and it looked kind of ugly. Uh, I don't know.
Yeah, no, and in a lot of weird cases, RVD will like just no sell some shit.
I mean, that's
Um,
RVD anyway. That's just
well, like
RVD in general.
yeah, but sometimes he would just won't sell shit, which is just like I don't know. And then you get Brian Cage stiffing the fuck out of him because that nigga is not selling. Which I thought that was funny because it's just like dog, lay down, bro, or just take the bump, bro. Shit, if you don't want to do it, don't be here. Um, yeah, it is what it is on this. I don't have any real thoughts on this match.
Joe chokes out. I believe RVD picks up the
Yeah,
win.
he jokes about for the win.
So yeah, we still. I mean, I thought the table spot was really good though. I thought the table spot with I believe with Heyman putting Swerve to the table. That was a fun spot. So yeah, that's still ongoing as far as Heyman and Swerve. I still think Swerve is going to be the winner of the championship in the long run, which is going to bring Heyman to even further madness.
Yeah. I think it sucks that Samoa
Joe feels very
Joe.
interim. I'll
Oh
put it that
yeah,
way.
like I would even say transitional, very interim. Um yeah, I don't know. This doesn't really like I don't know. This feud doesn't feel like a main title feud.
I just don't think the championship getting the most exposure, like compared to what MJF was
MJF.
getting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like Joe's a main character.
Yeah. Um
Like you shouldn't feel if you're the world champion, you shouldn't feel tertiary in your world title feud, which he very much does right now.
yeah, no,
Um,
because he has no connection to either of these guys. Like
yeah,
the two guys have the beef in there. They're just fighting for his prize, which I feel like, I guess like he doesn't have to do much, but he has to do something because like it's fucking whatever. This whole thing. So moving on. We get the BCC defeating FTR. Well, not even doing that. They just went to a time limit draw
they went
and
to a time of a draw.
this was a puzzling match. So like, well, the finish was puzzling and having to start the show was like pretty was a choice.
No, it's
Um
not. Moxley always starts the show. What choice is it? It is
Moxley
every week.
started Moxley starting the show was a fucking choice too. In itself. Okay. The time limit draw, I think was stupid. And I think that this match sorely like lacked psychology. Cause like,
Well, before you, I know what you're about to get into. Before you get into that, my issue
yeah,
with the
my head
time limit
hurts.
draw, my issue with the time limit draw was that they just did one not that long ago. I feel like it was
Yeah,
like last month.
it was like 2 weeks ago, bro.
Time limit draws, you really gotta like spread those bad boys out. Pause if applicable, but like time limit draws, you gotta like you can't because this is America, man. America don't like draw. This ain't like soccer, you know what I mean? Where like draws is a thing.
No way you
This is
just this is
fucking America.
America.
We are in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They trying to see no draw. You think when they go watch the Sooners game, they want to see a draw? That's why they booed that shit.
This is America. Yeah, and it's super stupid to me because like I would boo the fuck out of that shit too. Because you hear you hear 10 minutes remaining. And then fucking Tony Schiavone goes, I don't think the wrestlers know how much time they have remaining. At first, I was just like, that is a stupid call. But I feel like these niggas legitimately didn't know how much time they had left. They just ignored the nigga.
There
Um,
wasn't a lot of urgency in the finish.
yeah,
What you're
like
getting at.
5 minutes remaining to, and then like they're doing submission holds. When I think everybody in that match has a pile driver to some degree. You would think Claudio, who does the European forearms all the time, would do that. But no, he does a sharpshooter to the not legal man. As the not legal, like that wasn't gonna get you to win, dumbass. What the fuck are you doing? Moxley puts his dude in the bulldog choke, which should get the win, but like clearly it's not working. And then he goes for another submission. What are you niggas doing right now? Like that finish was so fucking stupid with like the insane lack of urgency from all participants.
You know what it was? They wanted to get that fucking. You know this. I know this is the new thing. I don't watch a lot of indie wrestling, but every time I see a clip posted of like some indie wrestling or like some Japanese wrestling, it's like they're doing this the new trend where like guys are doing the submission slapping each other spot. It was just a variation of that. Like they
Oh
had to
my
get that in the
god,
match.
bro. When Claudio and fucking when they were doing both sharpshooters and they started slapping each other in the face and
Yeah,
then
that's
they
the new
let go
thing.
each other and then Claudio starts beating up the not legal guy and Dak starts beating up the not legal guy. I'm just like, are you guys fucking stupid? Like you
Yeah, that's
guys
the
are
new thing
fucking
they're
morons.
doing.
And you know what? Claudio might have been the legal man, whatever. It's AEW rules most of the time, but still, there was just a lack of urgency to secure the win. Honestly, I would prefer if they just would have went to a fucking a DQ, they or a count out on both sides. They just started
No,
beating
you
the
do
shit out of each
you do
other on
yeah,
the outside.
you do a no contest where like the referee like lost control of the match
Yeah,
and they just go from there. You can still do that same exact finishing angle
like without
that
having to
way
drag this shit out.
yeah, instead of having to do a 30-minute match or 20-minute
Like
match, however long it was.
it
If
was just
especially
so
because you knew it
stupid.
was a match you didn't want anybody losing.
Yeah, it's just
Clearly.
so stupid. I feel like that's gonna be another match that have like the rematch is gonna be
For
at
sure. Probably like two
Revolution.
out of three falls or something.
Oh my god. Make it an
Yes,
Iron
and you
Man.
know that's getting a good 25
Make it an Iron Man.
easy. Make it an hour long Iron Man. Fuck it.
Yeah, that means we get less matches on the pay-per-view.
We already got 7.
You see, add an hour-long match and stop it right there, my nigga. uh Next we have Tony Storm defeating some local jobber. Do you know the young lady's name?
I do. I have it. You know what I appreciate AEW does? They will put the jobber name on there because sometimes WWE don't be doing that.
Because
Her
they're
name
not
is.
important.
I mean, at least give them a name. Damn. You know what I mean? They ain't just faceless. They got motivations and shit too. You know what I mean? Her name is Sydney Winnell. Oh, Sydney spelled interestingly. Sydni. I've never seen Sydney spelled like that before. But
They try to
shout out
be
to her.
unique.
You know what I mean? Shout out to her.
Okay. Yeah, Tony Storm beats her, and then what is it? She uses the Deonna Purrazzo's finisher submission maneuver for it. And then right after Tony finishes, Deonna Purrazzo comes out, and then she gets a legitimate challenger in Madison Rain, who I felt like I haven't seen since she lost to Jade Cargill.
She had not worked since I looked it up. I think it was September or August. No, it hasn't worked in any promotion at all, according to Cage Match. So, and
Okay.
she definitely had the ring rust because she was out there moving in slow motion. Boy, I tell you.
Yeah, I remember being very unimpressed with her when she had that match with Jade. And then they were hyping her as a veteran, and I was just like, you're a veteran of that dying age.
Yeah, this match wasn't very good. And then it's not funny. I hope she's good, but I believe Deanna going like for some kind of like flatliner type move, and then Madison Rain just like completely overextended it and just like spiked herself on her head. I'm not even sure how she did that. But it
It's
didn't look
AEW.
good. Definitely knocked herself loopy. They immediately rushed to the finish, even though I think the finish was coming soon anyway. But they rushed to the finish and got her out of there. So hopefully nothing too serious.
Hmm.
Also on top of that, since we're talking about that, Jeff Hardy, Sammy Guevara tried to kill Jeff Hardy at Rampage the other day. He went for like a 450 and like knee directly to Jeff Hardy's face. They edited it out in on the actual broadcast. A real nasty edit too. Like it jumps and all of a sudden you see like a big old like pile of like blood in the ring that wasn't there before. It just goes straight to the finish. I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, as far as Madison Rain goes, get well soon. But yeah, she gets Deanna Purrazzo gets she put the ankle lock in, right? Didn't she?
I think so.
Put the ankle lock in for the finish, so they both did each other's submission moves. And then after the match, Tony Storm beats up or tries to beat up Deanna Purrazzo, but Deanna Purrazzo gets the upper hand. And then that's kind of the first like real physical interaction they've had, I believe. So we're making moves there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. They needed to get physical because all the talking shit was getting boring.
Yeah, and
Oh,
two women's matches on Dynamite. We have to give them credit when it's due. We always call them out, say I'll never do it. They finally did it.
yep, both women's match in the same hour. Let's go.
Nigga, the same 10 minutes. She mean the same.
Let's go.
Hey, you know what I mean? Little
Um,
steps. Pepperman
yeah,
already putting in work.
fuck up. Um, what is it? Daniel Garcia, looking to get the TNT title from Christian after Christian beat the shit out of Edge a few weeks ago. Well, it was last week, right? Sorry.
Yeah, who was not medically cleared. So Edge is taking his favorite little vacation that he likes to do.
Yeah. Um, and then Christian comes with the dead father talk, and at first I was just like, surely Daniel Garcia's father is alive, right? Like this has got to
Nope.
be something new. And then I ate crow. I think like 10, not like 3 minutes after that message went up, and I was just like, okay, this is same old Christian shit. I am so bored of the father thing.
I'm over it too, but I guess it's still over. So, it is what it is. I will say this one was pretty funny because when he said the address, whatever it was, something Buffalo, New York,
Mhm.
Sean Ross Sapp looked it up and it was like a address of a grave site, which I thought was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, he just looked up like a random graveyard, which is like that's fine.
That's actually
Uh,
pretty. Cause I thought that the address he had was maybe like Daniel Garcia's like old house or something like that, like a house he grew up in or something. But it was like when it was the graveyard, I was like, okay, that's pretty funny. That's a good one. But yeah, as far as like the dead father stuff, I mean, it's still over. I think it's lame. It's very much it's the same. I get the same energy I give like MGF's like really try hard edgy promos at this point.
mhm.
It like it was cool the first time, but like now it's kind of just unoriginal and just kind of like, all right, man, we get the joke already, bro. But crowd's still fucking with it. So what do I know?
You know a lot. Yeah. So it's gonna be Daniel Garcia versus Christian Cage for the TNT title. That shit's whatever to me. Um, we
Do
get
you think
Ward.
Garcia wins
Oh
that?
no.
They want to
Um,
keep him around.
I
Tony
don't I
Khan
don't
verbally expressed he wants to keep him around. He doesn't want him leaving.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't. Um, Then we get the Wardlow segment. He comes out without Kingdom. So I thought that
They
was
they did announce him from Kingdom though. Tony Schiavone did
yeah,
specifically announce
yeah.
him from Kingdom.
But
So
he didn't come out with them. He talks a lot about like, opportunity and stuff like that. And it was just like, my brother, you had it. And you said you wanted to wait for CM Punk. You fucking moron.
this felt very Vince Russo esque kind of like 98. This is like this. Remember like that promo where like Goldust switched to Dustin Rhodes and became like a Christian and shit, like back in like the Attitude Era. That's what that felt like. It was like I don't know. It was like the weird like kind of like work shoot, kind of like blurring the
Mhm.
lines type promo, which
Yeah.
it didn't hit just because like you already came off like a goof. Like we don't care. You're crying about what opportunities you did and didn't get. We just heard Darby Allin do the same promo last week. I don't know.
Hmm.
Just
And then
it didn't
also,
work for me.
shout out to Jeff J, another friend of the show, also in the Discord. Love you. The moment that he always goes back to is when Wardlow had the opportunity to challenge for the championship. He said, "No, I don't want to be in this tournament. I'm gonna wait for CM Punk to return."
Mm-hmm.
You had an opportunity
You
for the
had the
title and
opportunity.
you did not take it.
So now the promo really not hitting because we saw it happen in
Yeah.
real time.
We saw you deny an opportunity to challenge for it. Now shit has to be granted to you because you beat, people that got the opportunity and became a champion. Sorry you didn't, get the job done, brother, or, made your desires clear. Because I don't know, that shit was so stupid to me. Um,
Wasn't a fan of that promo. It didn't help Wardlow at all, in my opinion.
I felt like it was a really good promo, but I was just like, not at this moment, man. Like the opportunity for that promo was gone a long time ago. You should have had that promo, God knows how long ago. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know. I just thought it was silly. Um, let's continue. Ric Flair seems to be in cahoots with the wrong niggas.
Maybe the right ones.
You think so?
I don't know.
No, you don't. Um, yeah, I don't know what to make out of that for real. Also, I think it's really funny that the Bucks want to align themselves with Richard Flair.
Anything for the Heat, man.
Eh, broke ass nigga. Um,
Every time I see Ric Flair now, I just think about that video of him showing them ugly ass chicken wings. He was shilling out.
Wings. You
Just,
know, you don't
that
fucking with the
barely,
woo. You don't fucking with the
not
woo
the Woo
wings,
wings,
man.
not the Woo wings. I'm sorry.
You don't
R.I.P. to
fucking
the
with
Woo, but not the Woo
not the
wings.
woo. Yeah. Um, Orange Cassidy is barely cleared to wrestle. I don't feel like they should have added the bear. I don't feel like they should have just mentioned that he wasn't cleared
They had to show him he's
or
tough.
like barely cleared. Barely cleared. They've been showing that he's been tough for a very long fucking time.
I I'm very much over Orange Cassidy in this international championship reign. We can move past this. He needs to be in the main event scene at this point. He done everything he can in the mid card.
Yeah, now he's like literally facing
We're
nobodies
just
like Mike
we're
Bennett.
spinning. Yeah, we're fucking wrestling Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Like, what are we doing?
Texas Death Match with fucking Matt Taven, bro.
We wrestled Moxley a few months ago.
Yeah, like why aren't you
Now you
doing that,
working
bro?
Taven.
Fell off the card when he really shouldn't have. Um,
Main event of the pay per view.
right?
Arguably the best pay per view y'all had last year, according to a lot of other people. I thought differently, but you know what I mean? Like
I don't. It's weird. How they moving
don't
with him.
understand. I feel like I'm
Uh,
coming off too complaining this episode. Was there anything I really liked? I'm trying to think.
well, folks at home, we got him.
You got
We fucking got him. Uh, okay. What else we got here? Oh, that's it.
it.
NXT.
I'm all saying. Yeah,
Sorry, bro.
talk about NXT, a taped episode of NXT, which is always a fun
Always,
time.
always grand.
That was a great time. Um, what's going on in NXT, man?
Uh, Briggs defeats Brooks.
Hey, I keep telling you, every time they have a match together, they beat the
Heat
shit
Rock.
out of each other. They
Heat Rock.
beat the shit out of each other. Bro, I think Brooks Jensen, two wrestlers really stood out to me in this episode of NXT. Brooks Jensen and Kalani Jordan. I think those two both have what it takes to be really, really good baby faces in WWE going forward. They're both hella young. But I think Shawn Michaels was such a good baby face that he understands the psychology of it. And I think
Hmm.
Brooks has a really like real underdog kind of like every man look to him, which really helps him
Hmm.
out, I think. Same with Kalani. She has a kind of like a girl next door kind of look to her, like, you know what I mean? Kalani. You got a Kalani that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think they're both really strong at taking bumps and kind of like making their opponent look really good, which I think is really gonna help them in the long run. But as far as Brooks and I'm interested in Brooks. I want to see like where he goes from here. And I want to root for him. You know what I mean? I'm invested in what he has going on. It's a dude lost without his team with him. He has to figure it out on
Hmm.
his own. But I think it's actually a really good story, like a good underdog story for him.
I agree. I do like the storyline a lot with Brooks. Like trying to find his way. I think that's really interesting and compelling. Um,
Some shit you can relate to.
yeah, just finding your own way.
It's a character arc. It's very very anime.
Yeah, and what is it? I feel like Fallon is also like in that way as well, where she feels like, she don't know where she like really goes.
No,
Uh,
creative don't got nothing for her.
yeah, that's what
that
it.
is.
Hey, chill out.
That's the opposite. They don't know what to do there.
But yeah, she also has her struggles as well. Hey, you know what I mean? Um, we get Chase U. Oh, well, actually, let's dial it back. We get the Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin little
Yeah,
celebration.
why do you start with Briggs and Jensen? Well, was that the starting point of NXT?
Oh, because I don't know. I like that one better. Um, but yeah, they have their celebration. Also because they led into the main event, but not well close. There's
No, it
a lot.
didn't.
It was a lot of things on the show, bruh. Yeah. Um,
There
Braun
were eight
Breaker
matches.
and
Let's
uh was having their little celebration, and then Chase U comes out and say, "We about to give y'all boys that Chase U ass whooping," and I fought with
them.
that.
They made a deal with the D'Angelo family, I guess. They're supposed to get a title match, and then because the D'Angelo family lost, they were like, "We
Yeah,
still want that title match," but niggas was like, "No, that's not how that works."
yeah,
Actually,
uh,
Nathan Frazier did his best Seth Rollins impression. He was like, "Nah, nah, nah, nah,
yeah,
nah, nah,
right.
nah, nah, nah." That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Um,
learn it from his father.
I keep forgetting that's like his mentor. Um, but yeah, I thought that was really funny, and yeah, it led to a match between Frazier and Axiom against Chase U.
Yeah, and I thought that match was really good.
Also,
Then
shout out to Braun for signing to SmackDown.
yes,
Congrats.
you with the real niggas now.
I'm kind of
Um,
scared from SmackDown mid card week, but mid card don't get a lot of time either.
yeah, we still have not seen Cameron Grimes like
He'll
at
show up for
all.
he'll show up for a squash here and there. Remember Ashante Adonis supposed to do something with the with the Nick Aldis and there's nothing came. I mean, he's in a tag team now, I guess, but like I don't think that was the original plan. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
We still ain't seen Dragon Lee.
Shit, that nigga been in fucking NXT too goddamn long. Nigga need to go somewhere.
With the NXT stench on him. It's crazy.
Yeah, beat it, nigga. Um, the Good Brothers are in the 2.0 zone. I groaned when I saw that spoiler last week. Um, this is this is not really a team I'm interested in seeing in
Honestly,
NXT.
NXT's tag division is so dire right now. I'll take the Good
You
Brothers
take
at this.
anything?
I'll take the Good Brothers instead of having to watch Gallus and fucking Rich Holland. Yeah, give me Good Brothers. At least I get to
Damn.
see like a good Carl Anderson spine buster or something out of this.
That's really all it takes for niggas, bro. Just a spine buster, bro.
Over Gallus, yeah.
Yeah, that gala shit wicked, bro. Um,
Scaring the hose.
for sure. Mello challenges Ilya Dragunov to an NXT title. Yeah.
We know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Trick's coming back to that show. A roadblock for sure.
Hmm.
Did you like the promo? I thought the promo was pretty good.
Yeah, no,
They still
this
they
is
still haven't
certainly
outright
Mello's like best stuff going
yeah.
on right now.
They still haven't outright said it was Mello who attacked Trick. It could be somebody else.
No, he said he did it.
Oh, did he say he did it?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago he was just like, I'm paraphrasing, but he was just like, "Oh, and you're wondering if I'm the one that attacked Trick." Yeah, damn right I did.
Oh yeah, he did
So
say
yeah,
that. You're right. Yeah, he did. Good stuff.
so yeah, shit straight. Um, Shotzi Blackheart versus Lyra Valkyrie. Shotzi
Well,
Blackheart.
before we get into that, I don't want to get into that match. I want to get into Kaylani versus Lash Legend first because I
Oh,
kind
I'm
of
so
all goes
sorry.
together.
Yeah,
Before you get into it, I'm sure you put it in quick hits, but like,
yeah.
yeah. So Lash Legend has a match against Kaylani Jordan. I thought it was a really good, nasty bumps. Kaylani Jordan was taking some nasty bumps for Lash.
Oh,
Lash Legend was just throwing her around like a fucking rag doll.
the
Um,
Shawn Michaels School of Selling.
woo, throwing her around. That's I Lash is getting more comfortable out there, which is awesome. And I
Sure.
thought Kaylani did a really good job of really trying to do like an underdog David Goliath style match. They did it pretty well.
Hmm.
They definitely edited the finish though, because like it was a really weird camera jump when Kalani was on the turnbuckle and like Lash like had her like in a chokehold. It was like a really like jarring camera switch. And I was like, okay, they must have fucked something up, but it's fine. I guess that's the when it's taped, you can do that. Um, but yeah, that match happens, and later on in the show, we get into Shotzi versus Lyra for the world championship in the main event. Would you like to go over that?
Sure, sure. Um, the match is very brief. I was talking about it with Justin. And I took a look, took like a couple like looks back at it. Really, just like a freak accident for real. Like
Yeah, she just kind of jumped off. Like it wasn't a high jump. She jumped off the apron to the floor,
yeah,
and then she
the Adam Cole type beat. Um,
came down on it, and then immediately grabbed her leg.
yeah,
Even commentary thought for a second, if like commentary thought it was like a part of the show, or she was just selling, and then you realize, oh no, she's for real out. Um, Unfortunate.
yeah. I really like Shotzi. Sucks that it's happening to her for real.
Well, she's freshly married. She can spend time with her husband, I guess. If you want to look at it on the brighter side,
Yeah, yeah, we'll look at the bright sides of this. Um,
love wins. You know what I mean?
uh, what else we got?
So then that
Oh
leads to
yeah, Last
the injury
Legend.
happens. So that leads to Ava coming out and saying, "Hey, there's an open challenge. First person out here gets a title match." And then Lash Legend comes out, and I got to give my flowers and credit to Lash Legend and Lyra, both of them for really having to do a match on the fly. Um, Super impressive. It was a very very basic match. They didn't do anything too crazy. A lot of like wrestles and pretty much Lyra getting beat up for most of the match,
Hmm.
which is fine. Lash only has so many moves in her moveset anyway. Uh, so I just watching Lash call on the, I mean Lyra call on the fly and Lash kind of just following her lead. I thought they did a really good job on such a last minute thing. I mean, there's a lot of
Hmm.
I said it on Twitter. There's a lot of veterans who might have folded under that kind of situation. Where like, oh, what do we
Yeah,
do now? You know what I mean? So for them to do that and the match to be, I mean, it wasn't anything great, but it was at least
yeah,
reasonable match to have on TV, which is really impressive. So shout out to
yeah.
Lash Legend and
Metaphor.
yeah,
Um,
Lash Legend and Lyra just really saved the show, saved the main event for sure. I guess Lash was just in the right place at the right time. She was already had already wrestled, already warmed up, so throw her back out there, and I think she did great.
I agree. Um, yeah, it shows a lot of trust that they have in Lash Legend, which I think is great. She did look comfortable out there. You know, it's a
I think it
similar
shows
with the
more trust in Lyra than Lash,
yeah,
really.
right.
Lyra the one who had to call it.
Yeah. Shout out to both of them. I think it was very nice that Lash Legend was given this opportunity to like wrestle Lyra. Um, shows a lot of faith that they have in her, which I think is very important. Um, and like I was gonna say, like the Von Wagner, like I know we're not really feeling Von Wagner right now, and that's whatever. But I think it's cool that they really trust her.
She hadn't even done 100 matches yet.
Yeah.
She's done 95 matches.
To put that faith in her is really nice. So it's cool with me. And then during the match, Roxanne comes back from the bathroom and she's
Fresh
just
out the
like,
shower. She said, "What's happening? What's going on?"
and she was just like, "Oh, Lyra's Ava called for an open challenge wrestling right now," and she was like, "Nigga, what?" she was she was out there washing her ass and got mad, bro.
There was
um,
in her herbal essences bag over there getting,
mhm.
what I mean, nice little wash down. Come outside, all hell broke loose. You had your title shot right there. You blew it. See,
Blew it crazy, bro.
because
Take
you
it
want
from
to be
Quan, bro.
clean. You
Don't
want to be
take
clean.
showers, bro.
Don't take showers. You know what I mean? What's the shower gonna do? Shower ain't gonna get you no money.
You feel me?
You feel me?
Um, yeah, all that stuff is really funny. Um, quick hits. We got Obi Femi versus Lexus King that starts the show. And I'm gonna be honest. That shit was ass.
Yeah.
That shit was big. That
I
shit was
appreciate their try
ass.
with Lexus King, man. It's not working, bro. The in ring is just too lacking to the point where like he has a very boring move set.
That boy boring as hell. That
He's
boy
just
not nice.
boring.
That boy not nice with it.
And Obafemi not in a position to be wrestling someone who's boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I said that shit last week, bro. Like that shit is nuts, bro. Um, what else we got? Roxanne versus Win Sinclair. Just Roxanne just kind of just doing her thing again where she's just beating the shit out of people because she just
She's
don't like them.
angry, spoiled
Yeah.
brat. You know what I mean? She's upset. Things aren't going her way. That should
So
be getting the 50-50 booking. Yo, they really be doing 50-50 booking. Like literally. I
yeah,
think
they're
her
doing the
record
50.
last year was like 15-15, and this year is already like 5-4 or something like that.
Make it stop, bro.
They really do be 50-50 in her for the last like 2 years.
Hmm. I honestly don't understand why they've been doing this, but
Nobody knows.
make it stop. Uh JC Jane versus Ariana Grace. I kind of just want to skip this, honestly. I'm not really
Well,
feeling
I
the
guess we can
Chase
go
U
into
love angle thing
The
right
Tia
now.
Hale stuff. I want because I do want to talk about that. So I really feel like we were supposed to get a Valentine's Day segment, just never got one,
Right?
and now
Like,
it's just I don't
go
know.
ahead.
And now it just implied that the date happened, and then she kind of gave a recap of her like not care. I feel like there was supposed to be a fucking segment, and then they just didn't have time for it or something like that, which sucks. I think it probably would have been pretty entertaining. Um, yeah, JC Jane told Thea to play hard to get, and then she took it too serious, I guess, and
Yeah.
like straight up was ignoring dude at the date. So Riley hit her back. It's tough. And
Whole
now
world.
JC Jane has a new friend now, and Jasmine Minx or Nix, whatever her name is. Um, so we'll see where that comes into play. And then later on in the night, Tia bonds with Fallon Henley because they're both losers, I guess. And that's pretty much it. That's the Tia saga right now.
Let's be nice.
Did
Um,
I get it all?
yeah, that's pretty much it. And Ariana Grace was just like,
And
Ariana
people
Grace,
business,
sorry.
people's
Well,
business
yeah,
again.
she was in people business, but she was also just like, it's not, you know. not a bad thing to be available, and
You know what I mean? Put yourself
good,
out there.
good
Let him
advice.
open the door. Be a lady. That's basically what he told her. Be a fucking lady, dog. Let a nigga court you. The problem with these millennial women
This
these days.
generation,
You know what I mean? You know, the generation.
they want to be a man, bro. The Barbie movie, the damage to our community, bro.
These feminists. Let me tell you about these feminists. They done made NXT woke. Unacceptable.
The NXT woke shit is hilarious,
NXT
bro.
being woke is hilarious.
Nah, I was reading we're gonna get sidetracked a little bit. I was reading a little bit about the fucking X-Men, and people were talking about like, oh, why is X-Men woke now? And it's just like, dog, have you not been paying attention? Like at all?
No, I think people being upset that Morph being considered non-binary was such a crazy thing. Like, bro, he can morph into anything.
Anything.
He's literally non-binary. Like, I thought that
That
was pretty
boy
funny. People were upset about that. Really made me laugh. That was funny.
that boy is the textbook definition of it,
You
right?
can't be more non-binary than more, which makes me people just realize that people just are just mad at the word itself. They don't even like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, you're just mad at the word non-binary. It's a trigger word. It's one of the no fucking woke words, I guess. I love
The
the
no
I
the,
do
the no work woke words is fucking hilarious.
I you know what? I think those like stupid like fucking like critical drinker whatever the fuck his name is on YouTube account. I love those thumbnails. They're always so funny.
Uh
I never
critical thing. You mean Moist Critical?
not moist critical. No, the dude is
Oh,
it's like the YouTube guy. He always complains about he's like this drunk Irish guy. And he always
no,
complains about like Marvel movie being woke and shit, especially after like the Brie Larson shit
no,
or
nah.
Shorty who plays Snow White who like everyone hates for some reason.
Snow White, Snow White, Snow White, Snow White, Snow White.
I
You mean
forgot.
Little
I forgot.
Mermaid?
No, Shorty who plays she's gonna be playing Snow White in a live action movie, and she said something about like men in the original one, and how like something like how like it was kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? So it was something to do with men and like back in the movie, like how the movie wasn't very like
It just has to do with men.
yeah, basically. And then people are just like, oh, she hates Snow White and she shouldn't be there. She's a terrible person. Like people have been on her ass. I forgot Shorty's name, but it's basically the Brie Larson thing again, where like they took one thing and like just took it to a whole other level because they were upset
Okay.
because we disrespected white men. How could you?
It's
Like
hard. It's so
what?
hard to be. It's so hard to be a white man.
Right? I
Uh,
don't know. It was just something silly. But yeah, back to NXT. How they
well, no, that's
wokeified
it. Because we
David.
talked about
That's it. Oh
yeah, because we are
yeah.
the last one was Last Legend and Kalani Jordan. But yeah, right now I think NXT is still in that weird spot where it's just like, we're kind of just coasting until the pay-per-view
Kind
and
of sucks. Why would you say it just sucks, bro? I'm ready to say it sucks.
but how come you don't do that with AEW?
I say AEW. We
Let,
literally just put all,
let, let,
we spent
let,
40
let,
minutes dissing AEW. I didn't say that one nice thing about that the whole
Let's get
show.
into brass tacks. But yeah, NXT is definitely in that slow period until we get to Stand and Deliver. I definitely think Roadblock will probably be like back on track, but we'll fucking see. Cause yeesh. Uh well, that is it for our show. Yeah, I got nothing else. Even with like the banter, we ain't got shit else to talk about. Um
It's before 12 o'clock. Cool with me. We
yeah.
got this done before midnight. Love it.
um Shout out to everybody that is our Patreon. And if you want to join our Patreon, patreon.com/the A Show RNC. Um, we we're just having a lot of fun on the Discord. You should join the tier where we're having fun on the Discord and shit. Um, you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com at the well, no. Does Twitter when you type in twitter.com, does it still go to
Yeah, it still goes to X.
Okay. Yeah. Well, at the A Show RNC, you can follow Quan at the comeback spot. You can follow me, Cyrus, at Cyrus on TWR. Um, subscribe to us on YouTube. Are you staying up for Elimination Chamber?
Fuck no. Absolutely not. I'll wake up. I'll catch you on the wake up. I just won't go online. I won't go on Discord. I'll just watch it straight up. Um,
Man, you know, it's the live problem.
They need to
The
throw a
live
little
show
another
problem.
match. They got to throw another match on there. Four matches is kind of nuts.
I mean, but there's gonna be like mad long matches. That's why.
I know, but you throw another match on there, dog.
I think.
Give Indy Hartwell a little pre-show match, dog. At least be nice.
Against who?
I don't know. I need Piper Niven. I don't. Who cares? Throw Indy on the toe.
I mean, whatever. It's Elimination Chamber. I'm there for the chamber matches,
Can
bro.
Duke Hudson get a run? Can Chase you get on the show?
Too late for that. If you're not in Australia right now,
Yeah,
you ain't
they might
never
be
gonna
over
be
there.
there.
Have we checked Duke's
Check
Instagram?
the IG.
You know what I mean? Maybe he's on there. I don't know.
Yeah, that nigga ain't on shit.
Let's see what at 6'5" is doing.
He needs to change that, nigga. We don't care that you're 6'5".
Yeah,
Bro.
I can't not think about old boy Jake Atlas.
Stop mentioning that, please.
So funny. He had to point that out. He's like, and he's 6'5". Domestic
He's
violence
a
is not funny, but
he's a big
that
nigga.
that's so funny. Oh man.
Um, yeah, that's it for our show. Next week. Yeah, I don't think there's like any next week's the same as normal, man. We'll catch up next week.
Yeah, next week will be the go home week for I think, yeah, it'd be the go home week for Revolution. So we'll have
Oh
predictions.
shit, Revolution is close.
Yeah, real early in March. And so
Okay. All right. All right. Peace out, guys. See you next week.